Let's turn to a massive amount of snow out west this year. Despite record snowfall, though, in some parts of the country, experts say ski seasons overall are getting shorter due to warmer temperatures. That could have a big financial impact on properties that profit from snow. Diana Olick explains in her continuing series on the rising risks to real estate from climate change.
Colorado may be having one of its best ski seasons this year, but all this snow is actually proof of how undependable winter weather is becoming. Because last year's season was one of the worst.
That was the first delayed opening that I've seen since I moved here in 1991.
Josh Lautenberg sells multi-million-dollar homes like this in the Vail area and said even this year's season got off to a slow start.
Because last year stunned people, and I think a lot of people were a little bit gun-shy from last year, deposits on hotels and rental properties and everything else.
And the winter sports season is likely to become even less reliable. The amount of snow in the western United States has seen an average drop of 41% since the early 1980s, according to research just published in the journal Geophysical Research Letters. As a result, the snow season shrunk by 34 days. That has a direct effect on the valuable properties all that snow sits on.
As far as the real estate business that I own, and then I also am a broker within, what will happen? You know, where's my livelihood in the future in 3 to 4 or 5 years?
By 2050, home values near ski resorts could drop by at least 15% due to warmer winters, according to a study by researchers at the University of Wisconsin. In lower elevations like Utah, Idaho, Nevada, and parts of California, they could fall as much as 55%. And it's not just the fancy homes. Snow sports tourism contributes about $20 billion to the U.S. economy each year, according to researchers at the University of New Hampshire and Colorado State University. The bulk of that spending is at ski resorts.
Is there a risk actually to the value of your properties if you have a shorter ski season?
I think there could be.
Robert Katz is CEO of Vail Resorts, a publicly traded company. It operates 15 mountain resorts across the U.S., Canada, and Australia. It also owns luxury hotels and a real estate development company.
We do hear from shareholders quite a bit about, again, this weather variability. If I'm going to invest in Vail Resorts, how do I know that you can consistently drive results?
His answer: fight climate change from the ground up. Lead by example, and at the same time, protect the business.
Our sustainability practices are critical to our long-term sustainability as a company and the financial performance that we can deliver.
So it's really your bottom line.
Absolutely.
In 2017, Katz announced a commitment to using 100% renewable energy. That means solar panels and transitioning to more energy-efficient snowmaking. Yes, snow guns in Colorado. And it's buying more properties, recently in Vermont and Australia, a geographical weather hedge.
No, it's critical because what we're seeing is variability, which means every resort is not having the same weather at the same time.
The company's Season Lift Pass is part of that too. It works at all Vail Resorts properties, but must be purchased before the season starts.
As ski seasons like this become shorter and less dependable, there is one business strategy that could help lower the risk for both resorts and residential real estate. That is turning this winter wonderland into a summer playground.
That means investing millions of dollars in zip lines and mountain coasters for summer tourists. And it appears to be working. Summer tax revenue in 2016 was 34% higher in Vail than 4 years before, according to the town of Vail.
It's critical. We think we need to be providing a terrific experience all year round.
But summer is not without risks. Smaller snowpack and more frequent drought creates the risk of more wildfires. Last summer, Colorado saw one of its worst wildfire seasons in decades, and that had a real impact on buyers out shopping for homes. For a look at all of the stories in our climate series, they're online right now, cnbc.com/rising risks.
So what's interesting about this, and this is not because we're here to tell all sides of the story if we can. We have a raging debate about the reality of climate change. Is it real? Is it not? But it seems as though a CEO who has a financial interest in a company is really paying attention to some of these risks that are out there. So is that going to kind of carry through, or does that add to the discussion?
Absolutely. And in fact, what he said was that not just a CEO of a ski resort or a company that relies on weather should be looking at climate change. He said every CEO of every company should be factoring climate change into the risk to their portfolio, their properties, their company, their bottom line, essentially.